welcome to Just Chopsing Podcast, and today we are with David, my cousin and co-host, and a couple of guys from a band called N.A.S.H. We have Finley and Ridian. How's it going, guys?
How's it going? Pleasure to be here.
I'm glad you didn't say Sapling then, because fucking then those damn crows come on and were like, Sapling boys! It was like, you're on the wrong podcast, you cunt.
I was that close.
So you guys are from a band called N.A.S.H. Where'd you get your name from?
That's my second name, it is.
Ah, see, fucking hell, I knew it.
I'm one of them. I couldn't think of anything else.
Narcissistic fucker.
Band names are hard to come by nowadays, everything's taken.
Well, I'll tell you what, right? I was looking for you and I couldn't fucking find you.
You gotta get the dots in between, like a wasp spell their name, see?
I did that as well. I still couldn't get anything up. I got a couple of American bands up and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is a fucking nightmare.
Oh,
and I'll tell you what, I spoke to Wayne from Scarlet Rebels the other day.
Yeah.
And he had a similar problem, because he used to be in a band called Void.
Yeah.
And he used to spell it with a zero. He thought, oh, I'll be a bit different. I'll spell it V0ID, like he came out with all these multiple V names that Sean Smith hates. And no one could find it. And then he said it really held him back.
I think the problem is at the minute though is just need to get a bigger fan base, start putting music out there, and then because it's all based on algorithms, these kind of things. So
yeah.
they'll boost our algorithms. We'll end up on top search. Do you know what I mean? So
I don't know. I think you'd probably be better off changing it to Finley. It might be easier to find. Do you know what I mean? Because there is a few bands called N.A.S.H. as well.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, fucking hell. And then you've got Crosby, Stills and Nash, who are obviously the top search. Come off the top...
Who's that? Never heard of
that. You'd never heard of them? They're a bit old for you, I expect. Oh. But I know, I just Googled your name earlier and they were the first band that came up. And then I went on Spotify and some American heavy, like, grunge rock band came up. And, a few different things came up, so... Yeah, pretty difficult to find, mate. To be honest.
We've been on 5 minutes and he's trying to change a band name already, but
I know. I know. Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I'm just giving you some ideas.
It's not the first one.
We gotta stand out. We just gotta give it time, and then we'll stand out.
So when did you guys form then? Was it back in 2008?
What would you say, Red? Genuinely, the band started in 2020, didn't it? Probably.
Yeah, pretty much. We had a couple of jams, didn't we? Just before lockdown hit.
Yeah, I'd say that. 2020.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so you're... Go on, Dave. Sorry, Dave.
There, if you'd said it. So the singles you released then, you guys wrote and sort of recorded during lockdown, was it? The release?
Yeah, I recorded them back in my house. And just did them all on there.
Okay.
What, you got a studio at your home, have you?
Yeah, well, I say studio if you saw it. Yeah, you would say.
Oh, yeah. You got a Mac and Bandcamp.
Everything's in there, man. Everything's in the Mac.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so it was when I saw you up the Dragonflii, then was that pretty much your first
I was our first gig with that band, yeah. With the whole band.
Okay, alright, because you guys sounded really, really good, so that's obviously quite, but I got a funny story actually, because we were sat down having a drink as you guys were walking in, and I was talking to my son because he came up with me for the week as well, on the weekend, and he spotted you straight away, and he reckoned you were the drummer for me. He said, oh, he got guns. He's definitely the drummer. I said, he might not be. He might not. He said, mark my words. He said, well, I should have put a pint on it with him. And he said, he's the drummer. He's definitely the drummer. And then when you guys kicked off, I was like, yeah, see, you can go play it. I don't know what you're on about, but...
Oh, man, I can play drums, but barely, do you know what I'm saying? Not that good.
And you shouldn't have put a pint on it, Dave, because you had too much to fucking drink anyway.
I did, yeah. So I definitely didn't need another pint. But how did you find the sound up there and everything when you were setting up? Because I know some people have said it's a bit difficult to set up, and obviously going to be in your first gig.
Well, I played Dragonflii plenty of times with the old band, but that was like, it's amazing. I like it up there. I do really like it. I like the size is nice and small, so it's like you get everyone like together, nice and close, which is cool. Which was quite surprising considering what was going on. But No, I enjoy it up there, I do, and it's just it was loud. Do you know what I mean? Really loud.
You
like.
just crank it up to any one stage.
Yeah.
You don't have to bother with micing up everything. You just go as loud as you want, as long as everything's kind of balanced. You know?
I don't know what it sounds like for you guys, like, but yeah.
Yeah, it
loud.
sounded good. It sounded good. 'Cause I had sort of, because I was up there with Who Knows Diddley, because he's a buddy, and I did say to him, some of the earlier bands, I found the vocals were a little bit quiet and getting drowned out a little bit. But, yours were good as well. So because I sort of like, obviously I didn't know you then, unfortunately, but I dropped Paul a message and said, "Oh, make sure you crank the volume up on the vocals because it's getting drowned out in the drums."
I try and learn my music tech so I can kind of have the language to speak to the technician, and then they might actually listen to me. Like, usually if you go up there and go, "Oh, can you do that? Turn that up?" They're just like, "You don't know what you're talking about. Fuck off." Do you know what I mean? But I try and get a bit of language in there so I can get at least. They think that I know something. Do you know what I mean?
Do you wear in-ears?
No, I do wear ear protection, but no in-ears. In-ears, should I say?
In-ears, yeah. I was going to say if you wore in-ears, you could just go.
Yeah. Well, if I wore in-ears, I wouldn't even know what was going on. It would make quiet.
Do they have monitors up there though, so you can sort of like set the volume to each other?
No, we had a basic. I think Luke had a monitor, but no one else did, the drummer. But other than that, we was just going off what we could hear from the PAs.
Okay.
Really, that's fucking shit. You need to sort that out then.
Well,
you know, you've got to have monitors. Like, I mean, I know it's only a little place, but
yeah, that's the thing though. It's a small place. So you don't really need them. Like, it's quite easy to hear yourself. Plus, the stage is quite small, so you're right next to the amps too. I think, like I said, the only person who really needed one was Luke, because that's all he could hear was. That's all I heard as well.
Yeah.
Well, he's on about putting an extension in, so he might need to do that, because hopefully he'll be able to maybe double the size of the room.
I definitely need them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, because you've played at the Patriot as well. I mean, that's quite a big one, isn't it?
That's a lovely place to play. I'm not gonna lie. Lovely place. Yeah, so I remember when I was a little kid, that place was like Wembley to me. I remember when I was like, we'd be like, me and my friend Luke, when we was in the old band, we'd be going, right, when we get there, our goal is to play there one day. We gotta play there. It's like the biggest place ever, stadium level, like. And then we played it, and it was awesome, man. We loved it. It was so cool. They're all really nice people as well, so it was really cool.
Good. Yeah, I've not actually been up there myself yet, but a lot of pretty much all the bands we've had on Terra, isn't they all seem to be, their last show seems to be at the Patriot, whether they're Welsh or English, whatever the nationality of the bands, they all seem to be going to the Patriot as their last show for some reason. So
you should definitely go down there. They're sorting the place out as well, and they're doing extensions and stuff to it. So. I've seen it.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Okay, so you guys formed in sort of 2020 then. What would you say your musical influences are then, Filey? You know, when did you start singing? You know, can you play instruments?
Well, yeah, I play a bit of everything, but that's how I write the songs. I started writing songs based on being I wanted to make sure everything had like a purpose in the band, so there wasn't just somebody just playing some stuff they don't want to be playing, like boring notes or whatever. I wanted to make sure everything's kind of like I'm not advanced, but pretty fun to play, let's say that.
Okay.
But I think I started singing when I was as far as I can remember, to be honest. I was interested in bands like mainly Black Sabbath was my biggest influence, I say. When I was younger, we started a band based around Black Sabbath and stuff like that. So I think I'd say that is my main influence. Sabbath all the way. Yeah. What about you, Red?
So I'm a bit of a mix, really. So I started off well into like Iron Maiden. But back when I first started playing guitar, I was Iron Maiden or nothing. I just kind of grew from there. I liked my old school heavy metal. Then it kind of progressed on to things like Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Velvet Revolver, Aerosmith, and bands like probably not as kind of popular as them, like Warrant, Lynch Mob, those kind of bands. Just loving the guitar riffs and the solos, and that's amazing.
Yeah, big lick. Where are you guys from then, anyway?
I'm from Aberystwyth, West Wales.
Okay. Where are you from?
Up Arbor, like, nice one, man. No, I from Oakdale, I am.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah.
Okay. And you're having a pop off here about Cumbrad.
Oh,
You heard him, really? He was grilling me,
so, man. You guys don't even sound like you're from Wales half the time. I'm trying my best to sound as clear as I can, just so if anyone else is watching it, so they have a clue.
You put on a posher accent, you.
Yeah, trying my best, like.
Well, David's from Upper Cumbran, which is the posh bit, so...
Yeah,
and I've learned to... Go on.
Unless, depends who I'm talking to, the demographic, because if I want to sound a bit better, it's Upper Cumbran, but if I need to sound a bit tougher, it's West Pontywydd, but... Driving.
Not bad on the end of it as well. I was quite well, actually, like, done a good job, eh?
It's on the sign, it's on the roadside. West Pontywydd, but...
Nice.
But I've learned to speak slowly, because obviously living in Holland, if you speak with the dialect, they can't understand a word you say, so I've really slowed my vocals down, if you like.
I have that problem in Cardiff.
Yeah.
In Holland.
You know, 'cause I lived in Glenavon for a few years, so...
Oh, nice. Nice up there.
Yeah, my brother's just moved up there now, actually. He's gone back up there, so...
Yeah.
Nice.
On the side of the mountain.
Nice.
But,
I think Aberystwyth beats us all, to be honest, though. That place is stunning.
It is
Absolutely
nice up there,
beautiful
actually. Yeah, I've
nice
been there a few
yeah.
times. Yeah, I played field hockey. Well, I did play field hockey. I used to go up to the university and play the university team every year, and stay overnight as well because it's so far away. You've got to stay overnight, so you can have a couple of beers and.
Good excuse to stay up there, man.
it's so fucking far away. Fucking hell.
Miles away.
It is about a 2-hour drive or something.
Yeah.
You're driving past signs you can't even read, like.
That's right.
Wicked. Love it.
So what do you like doing outside of being in a band then, you guys?
Go on, Red, you go first, man.
So it's all about. Well, recently it's been all about music. But outside, I've started doing Wing Chun.
Okay.
Bit of martial arts.
Yeah.
I know Finn is probably going to laugh at that. Well into his.
Actual combat. Yeah. I'm joking.
Yeah, don't know what else really.
I thought Wing Chun was a band from the 80s.
It should be.
What do they sing? Dance All Days or something? Yeah, sure they were a band, Wing Chun.
It's a very old form of martial art, isn't it?
That's where Bruce Lee started, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You kind of stemmed from there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only recently started it, but I've done other things in the past. Obviously, with lockdown and that, it's been impossible to do anything. We've been stuck in the house, so.
Yeah.
So
you've done other martial arts as well, have you?
Say again.
You've done other martial arts as well, have you?
Yeah, I did kung fu and one called Shotokai.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Oh right, cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Finley? Cage fighting?
Yeah, so I've been going at the minute. MMA, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, Muay Thai, all of that. So I've been really focused on that. I've been doing trading and stuff, but now it's all about the music again. So yeah, everything else is on the side now again, which is what I wanted. It was sad, like COVID was really like crap because obviously when the music was done and we was all out of a job, like basically couldn't go out and do what we do. Like it was crap, really gutting. So glad it's over.
Well, this is quite a tidy podcast this one, Dave. You were black belt at karate. I did jiu-jitsu for a few years.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You, what belt did you get to?
Oh, David.
Jiu-jitsu.
No, me. I didn't want to do any gradings. Both my mates were black belts. My best mate's second dan.
Was it jiu-jitsu or Brazilian jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu.
Normal Jap. Yeah, we do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. We do.
It was the fucking stuff they teach
Japanese.
the SAS.
Japanese stuff. Nice.
Well, every time they went for gradings, I'd fuck off. I didn't want to do it, and then because I didn't want to have a label on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're good to do. Like the way they do it down at our gym, like when we go to shows, is you have to like there's no gradings. You gotta do something, or you gotta fight or something, and then he kind of like judges you based on that. Like even turning up the fights, like to him is like, you know, that's a big commitment. So he likes to just see people turning up more often and having the confidence to do stuff. And that's how you get up the gradings. Like it's really cool. It's wicked.
Well, back in the day, they used to take you to Hereford in the SAS camp, and you did all the gradings in the SAS camp.
Right in front of them as well, is it?
Yeah. So I was like, fuck that. Yeah, but one of my best mates, second Dan, I think he is. But he's a fucking animal, like.
I know which mate you're on about. The one that rides a motorbike as well.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
I thought I was good at kickboxing, and I turned up to that gym. There's a 15-year-old boy that beats me up down here. He's going to be UFC champion one day, I'm telling you. Absolutely insane, like.
Amazing,
insane.
It is amazing.
What was your mind?
I got a mate over here who was... I'm not sure if he was kickboxing world champion or he was in one of the organisations he was world champion. He's only about 70 kilos. He's fucking tiny. And when I first met him in the gym. I was training a lot a few years ago, and I was like, oh, how's it going? Because he was working in the gym, you know, behind the counter, taking people's money and stuff. And I started chatting to him, and I was like, oh, what do you do then outside the gym, you know? He said, oh, I'm a fighter. I was like, I'm a fucking fighter. And then he told me about his fighting and stuff. Yeah, he's and now he's in Glory. Do you know Glory?
Yeah, nice.
He's in that now, so
that's no easy sport.
No, it's a fuck.
It's the leg kicks, man. Fuck that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to get him on the show one day. So
that's a good idea. Good idea.
Yeah. I want to try because he's been sparring with Conor McGregor as well over in Ireland.
Bloody hell.
Because a couple of fights back, McGregor actually called for him, and they got in contact with him over here and they said, oh, we want you to come spar with McGregor over in Ireland. Like,
was he the one that taught him how to break his leg? Yeah.
Yeah, he might have been, yeah. To break his own leg.
yeah.
No, it was definitely a few fights back.
Mad.
What'd you say?
I said when he broke his leg, that was weird. That must have been was that from an impact kick before that?
It was,
before he stepped back?
He threw a teep or front kick. He threw a karate style, so instead of pushing with a kick, he came up with it. Yeah. And as he come up with it, the dude's elbow was there, and that was his shin. Boom. Snap.
Wasn't he saying the other day that apparently he'd almost fractured it or something in training before?
Yeah, I heard that as well. That's not my place to say.
Yeah. He's got enough money in the bank, he can say what the fuck he wants, really, can't he?
Let him deal with his demons.
Yeah, he loaded, and he was on about buying Man United, wasn't he?
Really?
Oh yeah, you're about that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much money he's worth, but to buy Man United, he's got to be worth a fair bit.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Well, didn't he make like 80 million from his fight to Floyd Mayweather, something like that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got paid 100. Well, actually, it was $100 million plus pay-per-view on it.
Yeah, I heard he's getting close to being a billionaire now.
Is he?
Yeah, I heard that's his next goal. He's real close.
Okay, no, I don't know about that.
You can imagine his investments as well, or not just like trading stuff. Probably he's got that whiskey company. He's doing all sorts of crap. Like
yeah.
He's on one.
Well, he's got something as well in the UFC, hasn't he? Where he gets a percentage of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, he bought shares, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's because I saw something on his Twitter the other day, and he said, "Oh, as long as I'm getting my money from the fights, I don't give a fuck."
Yeah,
so he's. But I mean, other people fighting, not him fighting, because he's making money from the pay-per-views.
Yeah, he bought a piece of the company, didn't he?
Did he? I don't know what he did exactly.
Yeah, he did that. Something like shares or something like that.
Yeah, because I know he's getting paid. There's a fake news website on Twitter, and you can send them your fake news stories. So I sent one in. I don't know if they posted it yet. They sent one in and said. Conor McGregor snubs Joe Rogan to go on Just Chopsing Podcast.
Yeah.
And the other one is he's had more fights in the KFC than he has in the UFC. I was gonna tweet that to him. See if he reply. So are you listening to any new music out there? Sorry, Dave. Go on.
I say we definitely can't afford to be taken to court by him.
Yeah, fucking. Him and his bionic leg. He's got a bionic leg now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's fast at running around in circles now. He's fucking...
On the 1 foot, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, nice.
So what new music are you listening to, guys?
I like my old school stuff. I do the 70s stuff, 80s, 60s stuff. But if it's new music, usually it's like the local bands I like listening to. Like I guess the biggest one's Florence Black. Like
Okay, yeah.
And they're good mates of mine too. Like they've helped us out quite a bit back in the day. So yeah, I say Florence Black is probably the newest I listen to nowadays.
Yeah, I'm stuck in a bit of a rut. I am, because I'm looking for new bands to listen to. You know.
Yeah.
Trying to find them, and not a new band specifically, but I listened to. Have you heard the new Guns N' Roses song?
It's fucking shit.
Oh my god, I'm a bit
It's they call it absurd because it is absurd. It's fucking terrible, isn't it?
I can't believe it.
He's just talking on the mic, isn't he? He's just kind of shouting,
screaming really high. Yeah. Then
He's got a megaphone, isn't he? He's going through a megaphone. Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, some people like it. I don't know how, but some people like it. It's for them, isn't it?
Well, every comment I've seen about it says it's shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, you know.
It's fucking unbelievable.
I love Guns N' Roses as well. We got tickets to go and watch them in White Hart Lane. I hope we don't fucking sing it.
Well, they got a new album coming out, haven't they?
That's gonna be the first and last song. That is.
Yeah.
You're having it twice. That's how good it is. Part 1 and 2.
Well, there's some good new bands. I mean, Dead Romantic. Have you heard of them?
No, I can't say that.
Yeah, check them out. They're breaking it at the moment. I mean, they just released a new single like 2 weeks ago, and it's already had like 500,000 plays.
Oh.
I meant to look them up actually, because I've got them coming on the show in a couple of weeks, and I was going to tell because the drummer's really famous. He's from a fucking famous band, and the producer's really famous as well. Apparently, I never heard of him, but
I'm not gonna lie. Like when it comes to music nowadays, I'm more listening to podcasts. That's what I usually do. I'd rather listen to podcasts. I don't know what it is. And I feel like sometimes I don't want to be listening to music or something new just in case it influences me too much. I don't want that. I can't have that.
You get like that, didn't you? If you get really into a band and you start listening to them on repeat and that, then you pick up a guitar and you're like, oh, I've come up with an awesome new riff, and then you realise you just ripped off the song you've been listening to.
Yeah, you don't want to do that either, do you? You want to write songs, and then that's why you don't listen to new music, because then you've never ripped anything off. You're like, I'm sorry, I haven't listened to anything past the 80s. It's all good.
A couple of Dave Murray riffs coming in there then, is there? So did you end up buying yourself a Fender Strat like Dave's?
No, not really. One of my mates bought one of this. Whose was it now? Adrian Smith ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So I tried that one. It's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the other one.
Yeah, because the Dave Murray one looks quite nice as well. Actually, he's got all what do you call it? On the head. You can lock the strings. I can't remember what it's called then.
What like a Floyd Rose lock and
That's
crown?
it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's all Floyd Rose on it.
I've been nightmare.
Whammies the shit out of it, doesn't he? I expect.
It does, yeah. Its tone is lush as well. It's really smooth.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's from his amp or from his pickups or like a combination, but
yeah.
I've had to take off every Floyd Rose to do my head in. I can't stand trying to tune. I just do my head in. Proper annoying.
What is?
The Floyd Rose on guitars. The lock.
Oh.
I find them alright, because, if it's set up properly, then you hardly ever need to tune, really.
Yeah, because you play N.A.S.H guitars?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because a lot of those come with Floyd Roses on them and stuff as well, don't they?
Yeah, that was the part. I had to take it off.
Rip it off straight away, is it?
Yeah, bridge your guitar, happy days. I'm more into SGs though. I love the SG. Stunning guitar.
Nice. Yeah.
So my first guitar was it's not a very well known brand. I think the guy kind of packed up and bought an island or something, or moved to an island. But the Maverick guitars, I don't know if you've heard of them.
No, I haven't.
It's like one of the first guitars I actually bought, like proper guitars, was a Maverick F3, and it had the Floyd Rose on it. So I've always been used to them, so I feel really comfortable with it.
Yeah.
He packed up and bought an island. Wasn't that fucking paedophiles who killed himself in jail?
I hope not.
Oh, Red, is that guitar cheap enough for you to break it on stage, Ed?
Oh no, it's got too much. What's the word?
Sentimental value.
Sentimental value.
Value to smash it up. I'd end up in
but
tears on the stage.
I remember having my first guitar. It was like slightly shorter, and it had the stickers for every fret, so I knew them. I didn't have to like 1, 2, 3 all the way to like I think it was 24. Funny as hell. Funny as hell.
What's wrong with that? That's like me now. I got little coloured dots all over mine.
I've actually got my very first guitar, like in the corner over here if you want to see it.
Yeah,
it's a crappy Yamaha.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Yamahas, mate. I got a fucking Yamaha. Semi-acoustic.
Brilliant motorbikes.
Oh, I haven't got a... mine's a semi-acoustic, so...
Yeah, that's a bit like the one I had.
Yeah, is it?
It's a Pacifica.
Not quite a Yamaha Pacifica.
Yeah, that's why I had a Yamaha Pacifica.
Yeah, I think most people is like their first guitar, isn't it?
Yeah.
You won't play a non-plugged-in song and let us hear ding 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 ding. You won't do that.
No.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I mean Yamaha motorbikes. Have you got a motorbike then?
No, used to.
What do you have?
Not anymore. It was just a motocross bike, KTM.
Oh, right, nice.
Yeah. My old man's into his Harleys and stuff, so he's doing all that.
I don't like Harleys myself.
They break down a lot, don't they?
Yeah, well, you know, it's all that noise for nothing, isn't it?
My old man was getting one because he was struggling wanting to touch a floor and stuff on it, so he was on about getting a more of a cruiser.
I'm not surprised he's struggling to touch the floor. It's fucking huge, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, the one he had, yeah. He's had it all lowered now, anyway, I mean.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He paid to have all the suspension lowered and everything, and he sent the seat away and got it all remoulded as well.
Yeah. He's only about 3 foot tall, and he's got a fucking V-strong 1000.
He's 2 inches taller than you, though.
Yeah, well, I'm the gnome of the family.
I sat on it and I couldn't touch the floor. And I got like legs for days. I'm like really short in the body and I got mega long legs.
For days.
I got really long legs, I have. And I still couldn't touch the floor. I was on tiptoes on it. Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I got a bit of V-strong. I fucking... Even my Aprilia was too fucking high for me, to be honest. That fucking melee I had. It was alright when you were on it, but getting your leg over the back of the seat, you know? Well,
oh, man. It's when those bikes are not moving, that's when they're scary.
Yeah.
They topple. I remember we went to the Harley Davidson in Cardiff when they first opened the store. And some kid got up on this bike, because everyone was like jumping on the bikes every now and then, and just like, you know, oh, that's a cool bike, whatever. So one kid gets on this bike. He must have been about 60 kg, right? Barely like 6 foot. He jumps on this bike and it just topples over. it was huge, right? He's way too big for him. I remember seeing him doing it. I was going, oh, no. He just drops the bike. It goes, everyone's like, what the fuck? Disturbed everyone's tea and biscuits. Like, oh man, that was the most embarrassing thing. I felt embarrassed for him. Like, imagine that. Like,
was it his bike that he owned, or was it when he?
No, he was just one of the ones like for show, like. Yeah, he went and had a nice little talk in the office end, didn't he?
I bet he did if there was a big fucking dent in the tank. That would have cost him a few quid. Fuck that.
I was so embarrassed for him, man.
Fucking nightmare, isn't it? I
saw the whole thing.
Yeah, I had a mate from school. He went out and bought it was when the Kawasaki ZZRs came out, and they had a 250 out, didn't they? A smaller one, and he bought it from. There was Superbikes. It was when it was on Malpas Road.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Picked it up, bought it at Malpas Superbikes, got to the first set of traffic lights and dropped it. He could fucking hold it.
That's it, and it's when it stops, that's it. If it goes, it goes. That's it. You gotta let it go.
Yeah, he was well upset. He was scratched the shit out of it. He hadn't even sort of like got it home yet.
That's why I'm too scared. I'm scared to get one, man. Just for that reason.
I can't ride them. I tried to ride one. I had to go on I think it might have been a KX 250 or AEM 250 or something, but the clutch was riding on it. So as soon as I got on there, it was moving forward anyway, and then I sort of like let the clutch out, and I looked like a fucking Ewok on Return of the Jedi hanging off.
Oh, I flew, yeah.
And I was all over the shop, and I just that was it. That was the first and only time I've ever had a crack on a bike, and ever since I'm happy being sat in a seat, being pushed along by a fast car. I'm alright with that, but can't ride a motorbike. Because you've got to hang on to it. You've got to dig your knees in and
if you let go of that clutch quick as well, that's it. It flies in the air. It's gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was gone.
I remember the rev switch on mine. Something happened to it. It just went, and suddenly I was only a little kid as well. And all I would have had to have done is pull a clutch in to stop it from moving and press a brake. But I shit myself that much. The bike just goes, I was like holding on dear life, flew over a trailer and flipped over, right? It was my auntie's first time seeing me on the bike as well, and she was like, right, I'm going home now. Don't ever get on that bike again. Like, I mean, almost broke my fucking neck.
Yeah, good old motorbike. I just changed my Aprilia. I got rid of my fucking RSV Melee and I've gone to an old man's bike now. I've got a nice CB1000R ABS. So I'm nice and comfy riding around on my bike.
Very sharpening on the back.
It's fucking, it's got the old, I say the old, the 2007 Fireblade engine in it. So it's pretty...
What's special about that one now?
Yeah, it's fast as fuck.
Oh, nice. You said it's an old man's bike. What are you doing going fast?
Well, it's a naked in it. It's what it is. All they've done is Honda built a fucking naked and whacked the fucking Fireblade engine in it. So it's a bit mental.
Can't beat the Japanese make either. They're just wicked. Japanese, everything's good.
Yeah, well, I got a Ninja as well. I got a 600cc Ninja, just for popping around on. And then I bought my fucking 1000 just so I can relax. And then, but yeah, I had that Melee. But I had a Ducati in the past, 900 Supersport, and to be honest, that was such a comfortable bike that when I bought the Melee, I was like, oh, another V-twin in it, but fucking hell, it's fucking shit, man. I was like, I just couldn't get on with it at all. And I'm really surprised I had it for a year, to be honest. And I got fucking rid of it.
I've got a Ducati.
Have you?
You want to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, go on, there's a middle one. A miniature one, I was going to say. Is that his name?
No, it's not.
Is that your cat's name?
It's not a cat, is it?
Be, shouldn't it?
I was going to say.
Sorry, that was a terrible joke, sorry.
Nah, that's bad.
So what you got coming up then, guys? Music-wise, we talk about any of the old bollocks.
Well, at the minute we just want to get as many gigs as we can. Like, you've got us a few gigs now, haven't you, Red?
Yes, we've got one lined up in... Oh my god, I forgot where it is. Crowley's in Swansea.
Okay.
And possibly the Moon in Cardiff for next month. And then are we doing anything next weekend, Finn?
Oh, we might be having a gig next weekend, but it's best not say anything because it might not happen.
Yeah,
so.
Well, yeah, you never know with gigs, do you?
No, that's what I mean.
It's opening up though, isn't it? Like in Wales, we're all right, aren't we? Because when we were at the Dragonflii, you know, to be fair to Nick, he was like, we put down all the, well, on the Friday, I think we got everybody to take lateral flows, but then on the Saturday, they weren't required anymore because he's allowed us to go out and play.
Freedom Day.
Yeah. And then, you know, everybody's pretty comfortable, didn't they? Like you said, there was a lot of people in there watching you guys on the Saturday, and nobody was like social distance or anything, were they? Do you know what I mean?
No, it was brilliant. It's just nice to see, to be honest. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say, but it was really nice to see people together like that, just having a good time.
Yeah, it was about time, innit, really?
Right, man.
Have you always been in a band called N.A.S.H then, Finn?
No, I used to be in a band called Revival.
Okay.
And we played loads of places. Played Steelhouse 2017. Yeah, done quite a bit of shows. It was kind of like stoner metal, doom metal, Sabbathy style stuff. That's what we used to do. So yeah, we're still on Spotify now as well. Yeah,
okay.
It's all up there. It's good stuff, man.
I was then because I was in Steelhouse in 17.
Yeah, we opened up on the Friday. We did. We won a competition to play there.
Okay.
But a lot of people couldn't turn up because they were still like, it was rammed on the way up there, so people were stuck in their cars, like.
Yeah.
Got there, and it rained like fuck that weekend.
So it absolutely chucked it down, didn't it?
Yeah.
Shocking, like.
Yeah, I probably saw you guys on stage actually.
I was sick.
Yeah, I was glamping. So yeah, So I definitely would have seen you on stage. Definitely.
We're up a day early.
What's that?
Up there a day early, were you?
Well, it was kind of like on the Friday night. They had it was good. They used to play local bands only on the Friday night, but they've opened it up a bit more now, haven't they? And they're playing. They've opened it up and they're playing bigger bands on a Friday. So I told them to have a Thursday night as well and get the local bands on there on a Thursday night, because I think it's just good for those, you know, for guys like that to have exposure, isn't there? You know, there's 4,000 people there potentially. You know, and to be on a big stage as well, it's great experience, isn't it? I think every day.
To have our own bloody every day was playing lots of times, didn't they? But they did the same as us. They opened up on the Friday.
That's it.
It was cool. It was cool as hell. I guess. There's another band as well. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, that'd be cool. And what about yourself, really? You're in a few bands as well, aren't you?
Yes, I'm in another band called Fighting with Giants.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got our first gig in Dragonflii actually next month.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, it's all happening now that places are opening back up.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll come up and watch that as well then. You have to let me know when it is.
I think it's the 11th. It's either 10th or I think it's 11th of September or 10th, one of those two.
Okay. All right, cool. Oh yeah, I'm up and have a watch, buddy.
Do you want to play on the 11th?
I was going to say, you won't play on September 11th. I don't show how far I can go with these. See? I'm literally sitting here like, oh, should I say that?
You can say whatever you want, mate. I usually do.
Wicked.
I was going to say, you can't. Yeah, you don't want to be playing on September 11th anyway. Some cunt will fucking fly a plane into it, I expect.
Oh.
The Dragonflii will be no more.
You just had a refurb as well.
They have, yeah, like David has said as well, they're looking at building an extension, so you'll definitely have to get monitors then.
That'd be awesome.
You know, I mean, I had a little music venue a few years ago, and the stage was probably, it was like a music cafe de Kroeg. It's in Holland, I'm in Holland.
Oh, yeah.
I've been over here for like 20 years now.
Yeah, of course, forgot about that.
But the stage was like fucking tiny, you could just about get a band on there, you know, one band. But I still had monitors for the guys. Do you know what I mean? I always had 3 monitors out the front and a monitor for the drummer. So,
yeah,
but
it is nice to have monitors, but I thought in a place like that, or like when it's that small, it'd just be feedback city, like. And plus, I got to stand on the floor anyway, so there wasn't really much room for me on there. So I rather that engage more people and stuff. So it was cool.
yeah.
Like I said, I just feel sorry for Luke because obviously he's the one who gets the raw end of the deal, isn't it? Because he can't hear probably the amps as much because they're all facing forward.
He said he played the whole gig just based on, he was just hoping everyone else played on time. That's what he said.
What he said, was that?
Yeah, he was just playing, he was just like, I know the songs, let's go, and everyone else just be right. Couldn't hear a thing. I think he heard a bit of bass, but that was about it. But he said it just sounded like farts, like, couldn't hear nothing. Mad.
Hey, you need to sort that out then up there.
What's the music scene out like in Holland then?
Fucking shit.
Is it?
To be honest. Yeah, I mean, going back to like 2008 when you had all the indie bands coming in, you know, like 2005, 2006, and you had like bands like the Kooks and stuff, but none of it sort of like came over the water, you know. It was really, really hard time, to be honest, because you thought there was a scene going to grow, but it just never took off. So it like, there's always been a bit of a metal scene over here, you know, because we're not, where I am, I'm not that far from Germany. So we've always had a little bit of a metal scene, and there's like a few, there was a few bars at the time, like rock bars, if you like. We call them cafes over here, but rock bars, if you like. But there was nothing for the indie scene, and the indie scene just, there was a small group of people, but it wasn't enough, you know. And you had bands like the Subways playing up in Amsterdam, and my band supported the Subways, the Fratellis, but that was all up in Amsterdam, so.
Damn's banging, what a lovely place.
And then, but because I'm close to Eindhoven, you know, there's like there's a venue that's like mostly a metal venue. and you had bands. I think Yumi at Six played in there with Def Havana one year I saw.
Def Havana, yeah.
So it was more that sort of thing, Fair Play, the Blackout, and Funeral for a Friend sold out the F&R. But then again, it's nowhere near the indie scene, so there was just no indie going on at all. It just sort of flopped, really. So for metal music, heavy music, it was okay, and then for the rest, pretty nothing.
Do you think there's a desire for bands to go out there, or is it just people aren't interested in it?
There is a desire. Yeah. There is a desire, but it's just it's for heavier music, I think.
That's class. That's what I like about Europe. That's what they're doing. They love the metal. It's wicked.
Yeah.
It's going on somewhere. Do you know what I mean? It's not completely cause it's the artist genre to get into, for sure. You have chosen the artist type of music that you want to to even sit there and say, you want to make a metal band. You're pushing it. Do you know what I mean? It's hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, South Wales has got a good scene going on at the moment again.
Yeah, but it should be more like Florence Black, for instance. They should be way bigger than they already are. And do you know what I mean? They should be doing. I just don't know. It's mad. The bands like that are not. I'd say they have made it, but they're not as big as they should be. Do you know what I mean? It's mad.
They're getting it, don't they? I mean, I think they were at Steelhouse this year, and they're supporting a large.
Benji had Tristan on stage, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was wicked.
Yeah.
That's cool as fuck. Imagine that. Lucky guy.
So and you've got those damn Crows are doing really well. Cardinal Black now with Chris Buck's new band. They're supporting those damn Crows.
I remember seeing Buck and Evans live the first time. I was on mushrooms as well. Blew my fucking mind. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guitarist anyway, but on mushrooms, fucking hell, you speak phenomenal.
But he was playing colourful music, blew my fucking. The whole band was just wicked. I was like, that is sick. I wasn't expecting I never really listened to soul rock before, and I heard that, it blew my mind. Absolutely phenomenal. Fair play, bro. Fair play.
Yeah.
But in that Cardinal Black, an old band that he's revived.
Yeah.
So 2010 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, from 10 years
What's
ago.
What's up with metal bands or rock bands with the name Black? Everyone's got Black in it, don't they?
Yeah.
It's the go-to,
At the moment, yeah. I mean, that's so that's so that they're a heavy metal band, I guess.
Yeah.
There is t-shirts, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Black Sabbath, isn't it? All does.
Yeah, everything's going back to black. Maybe they'll all have Amy Winehouse on the back.
Or AC/DC, Black in Black.
Oh yeah.
That would be more like it, yeah. So what's your goals then, guys? How do you see the band progressing? Where do you want to get to?
As big as possible, man. I've been wanting to do this for as long as I can remember. This is the dream. Do you know what I mean? I've been trying to get into different departments of the music as well. So not just playing, recording. I want to be doing and producing, mastering. I want to get into the business side of it. So, because you got to do everything nowadays. There's no one's going to do anything for you like before, like in the good old days. But it's just so much. It's so difficult because everything's saturated as well. The music market is packed. There's so much music out there. Do you know what I mean? You got to swim through the shit to find good music and stuff. And it's just what it is. But got to make a sound. That's what we got to do. That's our goal now. Make a big noise.
Have you? We interviewed somebody the other week, and they've set up an initiative called the Forge Initiative, where they take 10 bands every year, unsigned bands, and then they teach them the music business.
Yeah.
They're targeting. I don't know how old you guys are, but they're targeting. Was it average of
24.
26 in a band?
No,
Next year's going to be 24.
Sir?
Next year's going to be 24.
24, is it?
Yeah.
I'll have to wait 2 years for that one then.
No, you got to be 24 under.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What? It's the Forge you said it's called?
Forge Initiative, yeah. So
yeah.
They do. They go around. This year they picked up 10 bands. What they do, they set up like little festivals where they promote maybe 3 or 4 of their bands at the same time, and then whenever there's a gig, the other bands are always supporting the bigger band. So it sounded really good, and there's a lady called Tina we had on, and telling us all about it. And then they've got another side of it then, which is called 4Jam, which is kind of like they sign bands as well in that as well, and they promote all the bands in that one. So
they got like a management. They got a management side of it where they've got signed bands. They've got a radio show, I believe, and they've got this Forge Ahead initiative. So then I think all the signed bands that they've got when they're playing, all the unknown bands play with the signed bands. So they make sure that the unknown bands that they've got are going to get known. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, so they imagine they have loads of submissions. They got to pick them. Are they like the best?
Yeah.
I don't know if
sounds like
people
worth
submit
doing.
or if they just wander around and find them, because Tina said she was,
Where are they from?
I can't remember where they're from, but they got a band in Scotland called Bad Actress.
Oh, fucking nice.
So they're one of the bands that they got on there, because we had them on the show, didn't we, the other week?
Yeah.
But they've got, like I said, there's 10 bands that they're promoting at the moment. It's free; they don't charge for it. And
You said Scotland, then I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, they ain't coming down here anytime.
No. She goes all over the place. So
nice.
And the idea is she wants to find them all over the country, and not like in a local area wherever they're based. She wants to go around different areas, because I said, we said there's a lot of bands and a lot of talent in South Wales, right? I mean, so
you saying that we should go on there? Is what we saying?
Well, I don't know. I just think it's
It's not the X Factor.
No, for anybody, it's like a band that's new into the industry. I think it's a really, really good initiative that they'll teach you the business, they'll promote you.
That's the bit we need, is the
promotion.
They'll
They'll teach you how to manage it. They'll teach you, and then the idea is if somebody comes with a contract to sign you, they'll help with that as well and advise whether it's a good contract or not. Because they're not aiming to sign you at all. They're just aiming to support bands. And she's just a massive rock fan who wants youngsters to grow in the business, because she's trying to breed some youth into the industry. So
I might ask her to manage us.
She was really, 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 really passionate about it. But that one come to mind because we've had them on, but I can't remember the name of some of the other bands that are on there as well. But
they got like bands from all over the country. They got one, like I said, one band in Scotland. I think there's one from London, and then there's a couple dotted around from the middle of England. I don't think they've got any Welsh bands on there, have they?
I don't think there were any Welsh.
You better get on there.
Yeah.
So because obviously with the year of COVID, they couldn't really do a lot. I mean, the whole idea was born. I mean, because I think the guy that actually runs it, the 4Jam, has been in the music industry for years and years and years, and he's obviously got a lot of contacts, which is why he set up his management side of things. And then they brought this Forge Ahead initiative out during COVID, so the first lot of bands that they got obviously haven't had that much promotion. So I don't know if they're going to extend them bands for a little bit, but I mean, they're getting some good promotion at the moment.
Yeah.
They're playing some good shows. A couple of them just played a big festival, I think.
Yeah.
And so once the time is up, once the year is up, they need another 10.
Yeah.
So
Winter's End, they're sort of like contenders in the Winter's End as well, didn't they? So they were put in for that. And we've got they ran
Winterfest.
Winterfest, is it? I can't remember which one it was. So they're through to the next round on that, and then obviously they'll get to play. If they win that, they'll get to play at the festival. A bit like what Bloodstock do, you know what I mean? To try and bring some of the
but metal to the masses.
Yeah.
Nice.
So so it sounds like a good initiative. It might be worth checking out, and especially if you want to learn other elements of the business as well.
Yeah, send me the details on Facebook.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah.
That's wicked, man.
Yeah, and then we've had a lot of other guys on that have got their own producing studios as well. So we had a band on called Nova Story who have opened up a recording studio. And they'll bring in if you're not a full complete band, they'll bring in session players or whatever to try and help you. We're hopefully getting Phil Humphreys on as well, who was in the band Lethargy.
Lethargy, yeah.
Yeah, he's just opened up.
Swear I saw them live.
Yeah, you probably saw him down. Might have been down.
Was it Swansea? Yeah, Neath. Something like that. Yeah, it was one of them too.
My old band about 10 years ago, we had a couple of gigs with them.
Yeah.
Like in this pub in Chelsea called the Masons.
Okay.
Yeah, it's well good.
Yeah. Ah, cool.
Good band.
So yeah, there's a lot of help out there. You know, obviously there's a lot of people that want to try and take your money as well. So you just got to try and.
You gotta know people. Haven't you? You gotta know bullshit. You see it.
Yeah.
That comes with experience as well.
Yeah.
I've seen that. So. Yeah.
Yeah. The fallout fails, but you can just batter the shit out of them with your MMA anyway. So.
Or join a cover band.
That's where the money is.
That's where the money is, unfortunately, isn't it?
We're gonna start one.
It does frustrate me. So I'll go up to Dragonflii, watch some new fresh bands coming through playing their own material, and there's me and maybe two others, and then you get somebody up there like Guns N' Roses, and it's fucking rammed, and they're just playing other people's music. So it does frustrate me, but it's kind of like people perhaps
I admire your ability to turn up and listen to music, like just like new music in general, like to just turn up and go, let's find out if this band's good enough. That's class. Like I'm a knobhead, see. I struggle to say if I don't like one song in the set, I go, I'm going. I'm a knobhead. Like I'm not a nice person when it comes to listening to music. I like my music and that's it.
Yeah, I know. I love it. It's just, and that's that's kind of like the beauty of having the Dragonflii up the road, right? I mean, with it being a small venue, most of the people that Nick gets in there, I haven't heard of. You know what I mean? So for me,
I need to start doing that.
It's really good, and it's you get up there and you make some friends as well, and I said I get some of the bigger bands in, didn't he? So I'd see Wolfsbane up there, Mason Hill.
Back in Sleeves played there, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Buffalo Summer.
Yeah, Buffalo Summer, big nose up.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
And that's the sort of shows you guys want to get on, really, and because when it's packed out and sold out, you've got a large number of people there that listen to your music first, and I think at the moment I've said it on every podcast, but people are craving live music.
Yes, because it's been so long.
Yeah, and people are just stand there and listen to it. So even if you're fucking shit, people are happy to sit there and watch you. You know what I mean?
Well, Finn won't. He'll fuck off halfway through the set.
Finn will, yeah.
I'm gutted. I'm gonna have to fuck off halfway through this now. I gotta go to the gym now and teach a kickboxing class.
All right.
Oh, you can have live on here now where you're fucking someone up.
It was nice.
See that 15-year-old giving you an idea now.
No. That's you. Oh, shout out to Owen Thomas. That's the one who done that to me. Future champ. Yeah.
Brilliant. We'll watch him.
Hell yeah.
We nearly finished anyway. It's been an hour.
Yeah, thanks for having me anyway.
That's all right, mate. Look forward to some new stuff coming out then.
Yeah, definitely.
Try and get some shows on the road.
That's the main goal now, is gigs. Shows will be coming. I mean, recordings will be coming now in 2020.
Okay.
So, we don't want to be for the sake of it, like, no one like listening. So that's the goal.
Can't hear you now anyway. Anything you just said, we never heard you.
But
we'll put subtitles up.
Yeah, we'll share all your tracks in, because we got a Just Chopsing group, so we'll share your music in there, so all the listeners can have a listen to it. And then any gigs that come up there as well, I'll share those as well. So if you can just give me a tip off when you guys are playing next, and I'll make sure I'm sharing and letting people know when you're playing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right then, fellas.
All right then, guys.
Yeah.
Great talking to you guys.
Enjoy it, and don't get beaten up too much tonight.
I keep in tonight. I'm sound. I can watch other people beat each other up.
That's it. Let them have it.
All right, cheers, guys.
Have a good one.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Ta-ra. There you go.
Well, I would say that's probably the most we've ever not talked about music. Good fun, that was. Nice pair of lads, isn't they? So,
I don't know, did we talk about music with those damn crows?
not an awful lot, no.
Oh, no, really, was it?
No, that's that fucking Sean Smith, it is. He's a bad influence on us.
Yeah, I can't wait for that again. Well, I got a quick ghost story if you want a ghost story.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then I'm off. Well, if I can pull it up a minute. A ghost hunter in Buffalo, New York. There was a man and a woman. They were out ghost hunting, and they went to the almost 100-year-old central terminal building, and because they heard it was really haunted, and they were, I don't know what the fuck they were doing on the roof, but she was on the roof, or a substation roof, and she fell through the roof, and she fell about 20 feet to the ground. So she was taken to the local hospital, treated for multiple injuries, and her current condition isn't known. The man with her wasn't injured, so I think they, well, she definitely had the willies put up there by falling fucking 20 feet. And although they were ghost hunting without permission in the historic structure, no charges have been filed.
Yeah, what did they do on the roof then?
Dunno.
It's a bit random, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's been on the TV show Ghost Hunters a few times.
Did he fall through the roof as well, or not? She fell through the roof.
No, she fell through the roof. Maybe he pushed her.
Maybe I was just thinking maybe he was levitated to the ground with a ghost. The ghost liked him and didn't like it.
I wonder if they were doing it at night or at day.
Oh, it's bound to be at night. It's always at night. Ghosts don't come out in the day. It's like fucking COVID, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe that's why she fell through the roof, because she couldn't see where she was going.
Yeah, fell through a nightlight or something.
Fucking idiot. So yeah, that's the only story I could find today.
Okay.
So
Very good.
yeah, we have to make sure we share some links for that for N.A.S.H as well, because like I said, I couldn't find a lot earlier on, and what I could find was from other bands.
Yeah.
So when we do come across the links, we'll really have to put the links up.
Yeah, I found
You
them. I found the ones on Facebook, so I'll share all those ones.
Ah, right, okay, and then yeah, the Spotify links and everything. I don't know if they've got anything on YouTube yet.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, they were pretty difficult to find, so
Yeah, I'll share all that as well.
we'll have to get the links.
Okay, cookie.
Alright, mate, so nice short, well, say a short one, it's an hour, so nice chatting. And we got,
one to go tomorrow.
oh, shall we give a clue? Nobody's going to see it until it's out, probably.
Yeah, I think you need to make your mind up if you're going to give them a clue.
Well, maybe she'll be making her mind up
Yeah,
if she's not breaking a couple of records.
that's right.
And I hope people can. Well, Wendell got it straight away, so.
Yeah, he did. He smashed it, didn't he?
But he's the same age as us, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be around about our age, hasn't he?
I don't think Shannon or anyone will get it.
She knows, so I told her.
Oh yeah, you fucking wanker.
But she didn't know who she was. That was a sad thing.
Oh, then she definitely wouldn't have got a clue, would she?
No. Unfortunately, it's definitely an age thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's going to be great.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm quite excited. It's going to be good fun.
I wonder if she'll rip her skirt off live on air.
I hope so.
Well, not live on air, but because we don't go out live. But that's if she doesn't pull out.
Nah. I don't think so.
We'll see.
Hopefully the questions haven't scared them off that you sent. So.
Well, she didn't email me anything back saying you can't ask that. So
Yeah.
I only sent a brief outline of the show, what the show was going to be about, and I hope you've done your own work. I'm going to do some serious digging today.
Yeah, I'll
All right, then, cuz.
Yeah, I'll speak to you soon.
Speak to you later.
See you tomorrow.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.